blood. Nothing can ever get between this bond. Tragic was the death of our friendship.
Welcome back. Reza is still here with me, and it's time to get in to this crazy new season of Shahs. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, it's been over a year since season 7 wrapped, and at BravoCon, you said that season 8 is going to be just nuclear, crazy. Can you elaborate on that for me?
So, you know, obviously you guys just saw in that clip, MJ throws a drink in my face, and unfortunately you guys are going to watch the demise of our relationship. And to have a friend who is like a sister and you've had for 30 years in your life, and for some nonsense to come between you and for you to lose that friendship, it's been devastating. I'm still heartbroken over it. And I just pray that, you know, God heals my heart further, heals MJ's heart, heals Tommy's heart, and Adam, and somehow at some point down the road we can come back together.
How do Adam and Tommy feel about it as your significant others? Do they want you guys, are they on your individual sides? Or
correct. They're on our individual sides. I don't know much about what's going on for Tommy, but I do know Adam is clearly, we're a united front, and he feels very betrayed, and he's not ready yet. And I'm praying that over time that we all heal and can come back together. But it's not just tragic. I mean, there's a lot of laughing, there's a lot of craziness, a lot of drunken nights, a lot of going to Vegas and getting crazy, and all the shah-nanigians people are used to, but you also see some really heavy, like, it trumps Teresa's table flipping.
Ow.
I mean, it's like next level. It trumps the Bethany and Jill Zarin feud. Like, it is next level.
And I know you know what you're talking about because you're a big Bravo fan. So you're comparing this to everything else.
Huge Bravo fan. So I'm comparing it to all seasons of Housewives. I mean, culturally, we're older and more intense. So imagine like, and you know, all that intensity into a fight. It's crazy.
Oh, I cannot wait. Well, MJ isn't the only friendship on the rocks for you. You and Mike are not on the same page as you guys were earlier seasons. I want to play this clip from BravoCon.
Yes. Mike and I were dealing with a little tiny bit of a situation that hopefully we're on the other side of.
Him and Mike haven't spoken in, you know, a little bit of a time.
It was like a few weeks. But then I bumped into him, he asked me to his room, and we had a nice conversation in his room, and I'm gonna see him tonight. Reunited, and it feels so good.
I mean, your singing is impeccable.
Right?
Did you guys end up meeting up, and what's the status of your friendship now?
So we actually literally serendipitously bumped into each other in the elevator at the Royalton Hotel. And he asked me to his room. We had a conversation. It didn't end well. We then later had drinks the night before the big BravoCon Watch What Happens Live. And it got very, very ugly before it got better. I cried. He cried. We hugged it out. And since that day at BravoCon, we've been working and things have gotten better. And he and I are back to being friends.
I'm curious because, you know, you're not shy in getting in a heated argument with some of your friends, but do you feel like alcohol can help or hinder those types of conversations? Because I feel like it's a social lubricant, but then it could escalate very quickly.
Totally. And not to bring it back to our cultural heritage, but like, I don't need very much lubrication to get from 0 to 60. So
you're already fired up.
My control dials are askew to jump. So it's like, I don't even need the drink, but yes, you're right. In some of the scenes, you'll be able to see when we're out in a club and you're 4 sheets to the wind, it's a lot easier to get hot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, moving on. So you and Adam have finally moved into the house you've been building since season 7. Tell me about this masterpiece, and where is my guest bedroom? Do I get two?
The guest bedroom is there, ready and waiting.
Okay.
And you'll go home with lots of Reza Be Obsessed goodies when you show up.
Hermes blankets I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. We love the house. It's perfect for us. We took the place down to the studs, tore half of it off, and added square footage. So everything is where we picked it to be. All the materials and finishes are things that we hand selected. So we feel really blessed and lucky to have a little cozy nest to call home.
How many bedrooms is it?
It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
Oh, so you got some room to play with here, Reza.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome anytime.
Well, congratulations. How are you and Adam doing?
Adam and I are doing really, really well. One of the side effects of falling out with your best friend who you confided in morning, noon, and night. Like, she was my first phone call, she was my first text. Anytime Adam and I had issues, she was my go-to. And all of a sudden, when you don't have that go-to person and you're going through hell and going to a lot of therapy, it really changes how you communicate with your mate. And Adam and I have started sharing a lot more. It has brought us, for not great reasons, a lot closer together, but the end result has been incredibly positive.
I mean, that's making lemonade out of a shitty situation.
Yes.
You and MJ, though, is this the worst fight in 30 years you've ever gotten into by far?
Absolutely the worst fight we've ever gotten to by far. And Adam and Tommy being involved in the fight escalated it to a nuclear level, which is the reason why it hasn't been squashed and we haven't come back together, unfortunately.
But you have hopes that it will.
Not only do I have hopes, obviously I pray that it gets better. I love her, regardless of whether or not I like her right now or I'm still in pain. I'm still trying to get over what went down, which you guys will unfortunately see on the new season. But I pray that we'll get to a better place. I, unfortunately, have not met her baby yet in person, and it breaks my heart.
Oh, man, I'm hoping we can. You're like a
Thank
father
you.
figure to the baby, the other father
Yeah,
figure.
I can't imagine. So it's really, really sad.
Well, it seems like all of you Shahs of Sunset are really adulting. Even Gigi's pregnant. How is her pregnancy doing, and how do you think she'll be as a mother?
First of all, I have to give mad props to Gigi Golnesa, who literally picked me up at the worst point of everything with MJ. When I was crumbling and I couldn't go on, she was my rock. And if it weren't for Gigi, I would not be here sitting with you having this conversation. She stepped up in a way that I've never seen before. So when people ask me, is Golnesa ready to be a mother? The way she stepped up for me, absolutely. She's not smoking weed. She's so dedicated to being a mother. She's taking really good care of her body and herself, and I cannot wait to welcome her baby.
When is she due?
She's due in May.
Oh, okay.
So like a hop, skip, and a jump.
All right, this is the final stretch. Well, MJ has a baby, Asa has a baby, Gigi's pregnant.
Yes.
Is the baby fever contagious, and do you think you and Adam are gonna start procreating?
That's a great question. The baby fever was super contagious, but all of a sudden, like, nuclear war started to happen, and Adam and I kind of put the baby making situation on the back burner. It was a lot this season,
I mean, that,
Darren. It was a lot.
Because you've mentioned kids before to
Absolutely.
me for years.
Yes.
So this fight it made you even
It's
put
so
that
bad.
to the side.
It was so bad. It was really, really, really bad. Nothing this bad has ever happened in my whole life.
Is the subject of the fight worse than the reaction to it? I mean, like you said, it was kind of based on something silly.
It was based on something silly it was based on something very foolish that I said, but some events took place and, you know, some stuff transpired between MJ and someone that Adam used to be friends with, and that brought some distance between MJ and I, and it just started to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And blow up.
Yeah.
Well, for now, you have a business baby, at least, that you're focusing on.
Yes.
Reza Be Obsessed. Tell us a little about the products you have in your hair care line. You have a ton.
I have a ton. I have a complete collection.
Yeah.
We're sold out of the hairspray company-wide, which is unfortunately why it's not here. But there's a shampoo, conditioner, leave-in, sea salt spray, a gel, a hair oil, and a wax. And the hair oil makes your hair color last longer. And when you're 46 years old and you dye your hair, it is a godsend. And this wax is what I style my hair with. It washes out completely. I spent $500,000 of my own money to put the best ingredients, and it turned my angry, kinky Persian hairs that don't want to do what they're told
Oh, it smells good.
to do what they should be doing. So if you want thick, luxurious locks, try some Reza Be Obsessed. We're nationwide.
And this works for all hair types.
It's
like for me, you said
ethnic
vacation in
hair.
a bottle.
Vacation in a bottle because I saw your cute do, and I saw you from the green room kind of like zhuzhing it.
I zhuzh.
This is the best zhuzh spray because it will give you volume as well.
Wow, Reza, I'm so excited for you.
Yes, RezaBeObsessed.com.
Amazing. Now,
thank you.
Before we go to break, I noticed you snapped a lot of selfies with a lot of housewives at BravoCon back in November. So be honest, who's your favorite housewife?
There's so many I love. I'm obsessed with so many of them. It's hard to choose.
Give me your top 5.
Top 5 would have to be Teresa, Nene, Melissa Gorga, Margaret Joseph.
Wow, you love a Jersey girl.
I love a Jersey girl, and this is really, 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 really hard. I do love Jackie Goldschneider. I have to.
The whole Jersey cast is like, you're a Jersey man.
Love.
Wow.
And Dolores Catania. I'm so sorry I forgot
you can't forget
Dolores.
about my girl Dolores.
No, I love Dolores, and she just had her teeth done by Dr. Appa.
Oh.
So we both have Dr. Appa teeth.
Dr. Appa teeth?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I want my Dr. Appa teeth. Do you have a favorite, like, Housewives one moment or a line that was said? Or
Yes. Oh my God. Literally, I say this to everyone. I wish I had. You had asked me this question so you could have the clip ready to go. And I had never heard this, and kebabs are like our thing. I'm Middle Eastern, we eat kebabs. Sure. On New York, Dorinda said someone was a slob kebab. And I literally was taking a sip of something, I spat it out, I started texting and calling and tweeting all my relatives, like, slob kebab? What the, why haven't I, that is like.
It's a U-term.
It's
Are you going to introduce this into your repertoire now?
Hello, I'm like, that is a slob, you're a slob kebab. Like,
who's the biggest slob kebab on Shahs of Sunset?
Oh God, I mean, I can't say it about her now because we're beefing, but I love MJ, and like, she would have a half-eaten breakfast burrito in her purse when we'd be going on a trip, and that's a slob kebab move, right?
That's a major slob kebab move, but a respectable move.
Totally, because later on, like 2 hours later, when she'd be needing a snack, you would say, and I'm like, bitch, what? She's like, I have a half-eaten breakfast burrito in my purse.
Gotta respect MJ.